start in beautiful Palm Springs, where I think highs were touching 40 C yesterday. Where's the coolest place in town? The rink, where nearly 9,000 fans rammed in. First year AHL franchise, the affiliate of the Seattle Thunder, the Seattle Kraken. And look at this retro. Brilliant pass, Phillips, Pelche, afterburners, one hand on stick goal. 2-0 Wranglers. You'll love to see it. Yes. And again, this is the scene switch from Calgary to Palm Springs, or the Coachella Valley.
36 right now in Palm Springs.
36, yeah. Probably less smoky than Calgary, too. That's my hot take of the moment. That would put them up 2-0. It would get within 1. It would then go to overtime as the Firebirds tied it. And then, yes, look at overtime 1. 19-3 the shots. That is an absolute lopsided affair. Joey Decord, the Ottawa pick in the expansion draft from Seattle, was sensational in overtime 1.
Where this story's going.
Overtime 2, solved nothing. Let's go to overtime 3. Triple overtime. Longest game in AHL history for a Flames affiliate. Triple OT.
And me.
Hint, you're not going to like it.
Oh, F.
Yeah, look at this. Riker Evans, I believe former Regina Pat, former Connor Bedard teammate. Through a screen, shot number 50 for Coachella Valley. 3-2. Yeah, no, he Wolf 47 or 48 of 51 would be the final tally. As for the Wranglers, 62 shots on net.
Put it in.
And so here's our boy Mike Gold with what lays ahead for the Calgary Wranglers. They lose that 2-0 lead, fall 3-2 in overtime. Heavy out shooting. Well, I mean, lots of shots because they played basically 2 games. And their season on the line Wednesday. If they win, they got to play Thursday, back-to-back on the road. And right now it feels like the final 3 games of the series at home would have been the better pick. But again,
well, also what would have been better is not blowing that 2-goal lead.
Yeah. It sounded like they had a tough go with the Zebras there. But these are the top 2 teams in the A. This was not going to be an easy series for Calgary. And Seattle just eliminated. This roster might get bolstered now as well with some guys coming back down from the Kraken. Let's go to NHL news. Dallas and Seattle. We told you the Kraken eliminated. Here's how. Pick it up 1-0 Dallas in Big D. Game 7. Winner moves on to face the Vegas Golden Knights. Check the finish from Wyatt Johnston. This is actually a play, I think. Why don't we see more of this? Looks like it's going to be icing, retro. Nice little heads-up look from the D, and nope, spring him in. Whoop! Backhand shelf in tight. This Wyatt Johnston, led the Owens scoring. Rookie, second massive goal he scored in the postseason that I believe clinched the series. Kid's a stud. Wyatt Johnston. Also sounds like a country singer. It's a good country singer.
Yeah, it would fit in down in Texas, absolutely.
So the Stars, where are they at? They're into the Final Four, and they're halfway there. This is kind of neat. They have a collage from every win. Big picture of the game-winning goal or a big event.
It's lame.
It's very not neat and very lame. That's right. They're halfway home. I don't know. I kind of like the vibes of this Dallas club, and it's weird because we thought they were getting long in the tooth. Remember in the bubble, the Flames played them, and you're like, who is this team? They got some young guys that aren't yet there. They got some old guys that are no good anymore. Like Jamie Benn's not good anymore. Come on.
Pavelski's good.
Oh, gosh, way too old. That's a bad contract. And then the old guys suddenly went in reverse and got better as they, got close to 40. And the young guys have turned into studs, your Hintzes, your Robertsons. Ottinger's emerged as a legit number 1 goalie. This is a spooky team to play against because I think Ottinger can bar the door, but they can also put up 6-7 goals.
I find them odd because even in this last series, this 7-game series against Seattle, there were games where you're like, oh, these guys look unstoppable, and then they get their doors beat in.
Yeah, pretty volatile.
What?
And to be fair, Vegas has looked like that against Edmonton.
Yeah.
When they weren't right, it was like, oof, they got shellacked. And other times they controlled everything. I think we had a good Western final on our hands. Stars and absolutely. Knights. Very good. Today's a big day in the desert, Rhett. The future of the Arizona Coyotes.
Storied history.
Yeah, not overstating it. The biggest day in Coyotes history. Explaining why? Well, Frank Seravalli has an amazing piece on Daily Faceoff that lays it out. They've had more ownership changes than series wins, I believe. So It's not exactly like a banner
Hello,
history, not the
Houston.
richest tradition, but there's a vote in Tempe whether they will go forward with the $1 billion entertainment district. If the vote is yes, that is the major hurdle cleared by the Coyotes that allows them to pursue the new rink. If the answer is no, we're talking it ain't happening there, and I don't know what's left to pursue in Phoenix. You may as well get the moving vans this offseason.
Can they do it fast enough? If the vote is wrong, can they get the team out of there by next fall? Or is that?
I just keep thinking back to how quick and how quietly Atlanta went to Winnipeg. And so what you would need is a market where there's an owner ready, there's a building ready, and someone's got a check ready to be cut. And Houston has all those. Atlanta does not. Quebec theoretically does. I don't think Gary wants to go there.
Not going.
Here's from the piece from Frank Seravalli. There haven't been many moments in franchise history to write home about in the 27 years in the desert. More bankruptcies than series wins, and nearly as many playoff appearances as ownership changes. The Coyotes have been the NHL's definition of an also-ran, propped up by Commissioner Gary Bettman's steadfast commitment to keeping hockey in the fifth biggest city in the States. Without it, we wouldn't have Austin Matthews. Okay, so we got a really good player out of it because some kids played hockey, but this is it. Votes a yes. This could be a theoretical, pillar franchise of the league in that market. They're just in the wrong spot in the wrong rink, and they've done that a bunch. If they get the no, it's curtains. Like, move this team to Houston. Some people say Kansas City. What about Atlanta? Kevin Weeks has been tweeting about a rink that might get built there. Quebec City's always hanging.
You have to stay in the East or the West, I think.
Central time zone would be perfect. And I just think Houston's the best because A, it's a huge market.
Top
B,
3 in the States, I think.
It's massive. B, the rink is ready for hockey. It is not one of those NBA rinks with impeded views. I had the opportunity to call many games there, probably a dozen or so in the American Hockey League. It's perfect for hockey.
Yeah.
Gorgeous hockey setup. There's already an owner there. Everything's ready. And the Dallas Stars would have a nice little regional rival.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
And, we moved Arizona into the Central. I was like, okay, I guess. But, Houston would actually be in the Central.
Yeah.
It checks a lot of boxes. So that'll be something to watch today. And we'll have Frank Seravalli on the show tomorrow to see where things are at with the Coyotes. Next up, let's go to, noted D-bag Trevor Bauer. Remember Trevor Bauer?
The pitcher guy?
Yeah, he was a Dodger and then was accused of some not good behavior. And then he went to Japan. And, good to see bad things happen to bad people, Rhett. He was pulled today in Japan after 7 earned runs in just 2 innings.
He was a real putz, too.
He was a D-bag,
arrogant, kind of.
He's a Richard.
Yes.
Yeah, so the Bay Stars, or whatever team he's got there, not happy with their investment yet. 3 starts, ERA close to 8.5.
I could do that.
Last couple for you. This will drive you nuts. We talked about tipping and how it's getting a little weird. We saw taxes on tipping. How about the options available on this? You like to pay for your, here are your tipping options. Normally it's like, 15. There's 30, 35, 40, or 50. How many people are going the custom no tip at just from that screen? Skip.
You know what? If I get that, I'm not going custom. I'm skipping.
There you go.
You've just eliminated your tip.
I feel bad for the server, but the management, what the hell are you doing there? You're screwing everyone. Stop it. Last one for you. Jack, I don't know if he told you he noticed, but you're messing with our staff fridge here. We've got a picture of it. And it's been very contentious. We haven't brought it up with you. You can't lock your milk.
I don't trust
Stop locking your milk. Just
that's
there's
something
lots
the
in there.
Would do. It wouldn't be milk, but it would be the food. If she could put a lock on her food, she absolutely would. Not the best at sharing.
The doggy bag with the lock.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that so much, but I saw this and thought, hey, who invented that damn contraption?
That is quite a container.
You got to be a huge loser, or where the hell are you working? Is this a prison cell? What's happening here? Oh, people protective of their milk, apparently. There's your abbreviated edition of the Pinder Report. Your dealership for Light Village Honda bringing you the Pinder Report. Reminder: detailing packages starting at just $79.95. Clean off all the junk of winter and spring and fall, summer, and second winter, and fall, summer 2, and winter 3. It's May long. We're almost there. Get her all cleaned up for the summer. Book your detailing today at your dealership for Life Village Honda.com.